Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 31 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Mamluks. Before I start, I would like to say a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter William Luke for sponsoring this video once again with his generous donation. It is very much appreciated, so thank you. I've actually been ill for a couple of days, which is the reason why I missed a video out. I didn't actually upload one yesterday, and as a result I've even completely forgotten what I was doing now. I can see that we've got quite a bit of overextension. Where was it that I actually took? Berber, Tunisian... Oh, right, okay, so we took a lot of this land over here then. So it was all of this stuff in the last video. Yeah, kinda remember now. So we need to get all of this stuff cored, don't we? Yeah, including Tunis itself. Okay, so we're going to have to wait a little while on that. Corruption's going up. So we need to sort a few things out before we can really start any more wars. Are there any bits of land that we could turn into states that would be worthwhile? Let's just go through. Probably quite a few that we could do now if we wanted to. But it's always worth checking on the ones that are... Let's pause up. That's actually worth quite a bit. Let's go ahead and do that one. Let's just keep cycling through. That one's not really worthwhile. Neither is that one. The one that contains Tunis itself, of course, that could be quite lucrative. But it is worth going through them all just to see what we get. And this is a... Oh, that's quite good as well. I know this is a bit of a time-consuming pain, but I don't do it very often. That's a worthwhile one also. Looks like we could still pick another one or two. Well, that's a good one. Wow, there's a lot of these that are really good. Okay, that's all of the ones that we can now pick up anyway, so that's fine. Couple of truces ended. We've now got estates demanding control of provinces, which are you guys. I really don't want to give you more control of stuff, to be honest, because that does give you more influence, and your influence is already getting pretty dangerous. Yeah, you guys can just... I don't really want to lose the manpower recovery speed. If I give you like a tiny little bit... tiny little bit... Can I get away with doing that, is the question. Somewhere that isn't worth very much. That. Right, your influence is still below 60%. That should be enough. That said it would take you up... You're only at 9.7. No, this isn't good. Let's find another fairly worthless province. That 10.01. Okay. Right. Now, you're on 60%, but that shouldn't be enough to trigger anything. Okay. So, we still can't really do anything on conversions. We're still waiting on admin points. We'll work on the stuff that's causing overextension first. We are... quite low on our manpower. This stack is taking attrition again. We are paused. Right. Lose some money. Lose some trade efficiency. Or lose less money. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so. You're not one group, which is probably the reason you're taking a lot of this attrition. Supply limit 35. Wait with army 39. Does anywhere have... Gamer Cowboy, you've only got one maneuver. That's partially the problem there. Let's go ahead and assign Githian to this army. And then that'll make the army weight lower. Yes, okay. So you start drilling. We just needed somebody with the appropriate amount of maneuver. You've got a general with you there. So you go ahead and take Gamer Cowboy. And yes, we needed to keep our eye on rebel factions, but as none of them are... even close to 80%, let's go ahead and start doing this for a bit. We do have an army up here with no leader. We can move one over there if we need to. In fact, I'd sooner you have a leader, to be honest. So, let's pull Gamer Cowboy from this stack. This would be easier if we went one over, but I don't really think we need to. Let's go ahead and put Gamer Cowboy in here. Let's go and drill this army and get their army drill up a little bit higher. Still got a decent amount of money and making a decent amount of money as well. 11% overextension. Let's go and start working on that. How are our advisors? I've kind of forgotten. Click on every button but the right one. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. That's not a bad spread of points, to be honest. Could we get a better guy here? Fort defense, manpower modifier? No, not really. Tax modifier, I think we'll keep that guy around. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with the point spread. We are spending an extra point on the policy there. To give us an extra +1 Diplo relations. Do we still need that? No, not at all. So let's go ahead and cancel that. And that'll actually save us a point. Recover morale speed we could use as well. An extra max promoted culture. I don't think we need to worry about any of that though. So that'll actually now save us a military point. So I could go and spend that military point on an extra general if I really wanted to. So what's our ship limit up to right now? We are still a few short, so we could get some more ships. I'm just trying to think if I'm ever really going to use the transports. I mean, I do from time to time when I'm trying to grab islands and stuff, so it's probably not a terrible idea to keep it. Forts, do we have any forts on? I'm guessing we probably do. No, Cairo's not on. So just keeping our eye on the rebels, building our manpower back up, trying to get coring done. I assume we have a mission, which is to reduce overextension, which is fine because we're working on that. Do we want the cheaper power costs here? Well, no, we don't really want to spend the admin points, so we'll wait on that one. We could get some free monies. Not quite there yet. What have we got here? Our army has reached a new level of professionalism. There again, we have 100% professionalism. Reduced morale damage taken by reserves and army drill gain modifier +100. Excellent. Now then, what I want to know here, does that mean... Let's find an army that's pretty drilled up. You're not. Hopefully we've got one. So you will do. Now, did that go up to 5% before? So does that mean it's going to be 10% now, or does it mean that they gain army drill twice as fast? I'm not too sure which way around that is. Either way, with 100% professionalism, that should really help us out. I do need to keep my eye on the Ottomans. They are in a war against Genoa. They are still allied with France and Ragu. So what is this war? The Crimean conquest of Azov. So it's this province here. Crimea are actually growing considerably, actually. That's the Ottomans. Oh, no, that's Crimea now. This is all Russia now. Russia has taken all of this land from Crimea. That's interesting. So Crimea just has this single province. So we can't use that as a method to get at the Ottomans anymore. Royal marriage from these guys, I think, is fine. Which one are you again? Mabra. I don't think not sure if I already have a relationship with them. Let's look at myself. Yeah, didn't already have a relation with them, so that's fine. Yemen and Yas we need to take out. Finish off Ethiopia. We've lost an advisor. Guess we go trade efficiency. And we can promote him to level 2, but the previous guy was only a level 1. Let's just unpause quickly. We're ahead of time on everything, so I don't need to worry about that. Idea groups, we're working on a military group. So that's fine. So we are working on quantity ideas. Recall our diplomats. Lost a claim on a province. It's fine. So yeah, Russians being down here, that's problematic. I'm not too bothered about this. I don't really want to head north. That's never been my plan. I want to go this way and take Ottomans. What about you guys? Who are you allied with? No one that I'm particularly bothered about. Our new succession. Gain 15 army tradition. Sure, let's go and do it. It's a 3-3-1, which is not great. And we can lose professionalism to remove elite regiments. Don't think we want to do that, but we can move towards legalism, reduce national unrest. Of course we want to do that. Administrative tech government. Oh, so we could form Egypt if we had the right tech for it. Reduced idea cost. Very nice. And Arabia, we'd need a few more. We can actually do that. Own Aden. Let's go start finding some of these provinces. So, this province here on the south of Yemen. Well, yeah, we've certainly worked towards grabbing that one. Let's take the tax modifier. Yemen, do we still have a truce with you? Yes, we do. Okay, let's have a look at the other ones quickly. Because I've never done this before. Sana'a. Okay, so 2 provinces that belong to Yemen. Are these basically all going to be Yemen provinces? Muscat, that's down here somewhere, isn't it? That's over on this coast, I think. Yep, there's Muscat right there. And didn't have to search for that one. Wow, I actually knew where somewhere was. Amazing. And the other one is Nizwa. Well, I have no idea where that is, I'll be quite honest. But given where everything else is, it's probably still going to be around here as well. Well, I'm not going to spend half an hour looking at the map for it, so let's go and have a little look around. Nizwa, oh, it's right there. So, all we need to do is take those 2 provinces and those 2 provinces, and then we can go ahead and form Arabia, which is what we might well do. It'd be nice if it actually told me what the benefits and bonuses of doing that are, because it currently doesn't. Can we annex you? Yes, it looks like we can, so let's go ahead and start work on that. Now then, you guys actually like me. Unfortunately, you would... Githian has died. No. You guys would never be a vassal, because you've got more than 100 development. Of course you have. You're also allied with the Ottomans, but you're only allied with the Ottomans, so that is a potential good way of bringing the Ottomans in. We'd have a very busy time fighting around here, but it could be done. So let's go ahead and get a new leader first. Let's go and roll the dice. And who is even next on my list? Not even sure at this point. Let's go start back from the top again here, because I think I've been through everybody. So, William, let's go ahead and re-add you. You are the sponsor of today's video, so you might as well be our new general. And you actually have 5 maneuver, which is quite useful, just what we are looking for. That should stop the attrition, I think. Yes, bang on the attrition limit there, so that is fine. Someone did say in comments previously that I should split the 40 stack up, but the thing is, if I want to train all of my, if I want to drill all of my armies, you need to have a general in charge of an army in order to be able to get it drilled. So there's no point splitting the army up into too many small armies, because then you need too many generals. And as long as I've got a general here with relatively high maneuver and I keep the army on the coast, it's within the supply limit. We come to your aid in the reconquest of Ferrah against the Timurids. And Chagatai. This is a war that we can probably deal with. So let's go ahead and do that. So, it's you guys. These guys here. And you're mainly fighting guys over here. Now then, what would be the supply limit if I was to march you all the way over to there? Yes, we can do that. Let's cancel drilling. Let's get you marched over. Let's go and help out with the war a little bit. I'm not necessarily sure how involved we're going to get and what we're going to do, if anything. But we will have a little look. Let's wait for all these annoying pop-ups. We definitely need to go ahead and do some more coring. I'm going to wait until we can afford to start coring to Nizia, because that one definitely needs to be done. Are we actually at war with Yaz directly? We are at war with Yaz. This is excellent for us here. Now, we can't actually core Muscat, which is unfortunate. So, let's just go ahead and try and remember how this works. I want to claim those provinces. That's just me saying that they're of vital interest. We probably won't get to take them. Let's go ahead. Do you know what? Let's go over the limit and have an extra leader for a while. Let's go get ourselves another general. Let's get my list back out again. And I think we're back to Hardan. We don't have him in already, so that is fine. And not bad actually, a 3342. So let's get you over here. You're going to go ahead and deal with Yas. We do have this fort on, which we probably don't even need on, in all honesty. But it is on nonetheless. Yeah, you were thinking about moving in there, weren't you? And then you've just suddenly decided that's maybe not such a good idea. So we will help out with this war if we can. Afghanistan can have military access. You are on our side after all, kind of, almost, sort of. You're going to move across there. That is fine. So there are. Let's go ahead and use our armies. And yes, I know we're going to take a lot of attrition. Deal with it. Just deal with it. You guys are going to move into here. Now then, let's go ahead and quickly start coring Tunis before I forget about that opportunity right there. There's quite a big stack that is formulating. So, you know, as much as I don't like taking the attrition, let's take the siege ability. As much as I don't particularly like taking the attrition, I also don't really want to have small stacks marching around. Let's just go straight in and sit in the capital. Let's just go ahead and get it over and done with. Forcing their ships out. Now, we do want to try and grab as many of these provinces as possible if our intention is to actually try and get them... Ah, Tunisian separatists. I wasn't keeping my eye on that one, was I? So, let's go ahead and tell you guys to stop drilling. Hopefully you'll have a chance to deal with it. It's only a 4.3% chance every month of their progress improving. You're going back across there to the... No, actually, you're coming over here. That's fine. We'll take that fight. You're already locked. Let's go ahead and leave behind a regiment just to keep the siege progress going. And we will meet your armies there. Should go very well for us. We've got the better discipline, we've got the better tactics, and slightly better morale. The fact that we also have drill... I mean, we're getting some pretty terrible rolls there, I won't lie. They were not the best rolls that we could have had. Now then, there are some units marching through this way, which I don't particularly like. Whether or not they're going to come and start trying to attack me, I mean, they could well do that. But we'll get your capital first, and then I'll go back over there and deal with your armies. It's simple enough. Let's group you together. Keep my eye on this again. Any ones that are causing overextension, there's 98, so we need 98 admin power. Yeah, look at these guys, like, they're spreading out like a plague here. So this little 20 stack is going to finish off grabbing stuff around here, and then we'll march over there with this 40 stack as soon as the capital falls here, which won't take an awfully long time. Actually, they're breaking their sieges. They are actually moving back, so I don't mind that too much. You're trying the same trick again, amazingly. So let's give them the same response. You are already locked. We'll go over there and meet your army. You don't even have full morale yet because you hadn't recovered. You got some good rolls. You got an 8 and a 9 and a 7. But we did win the battle all the same. Are you just moving to there? No, you're okay. You're going the long way around because you're white flagged anyway. I'm not even sure where you're heading. Okay, so we have got this one. You did take one of my provinces there, which was quite annoying. Who else is involved in this war? It's just all of this stuff up here, really. Where's your capital? One of these provinces is not like the others. That's your capital right there. So why don't you guys just go and siege their capital out? It's a much, much quicker way of winning. But yeah, we definitely want to work around a way around here and try and grab musket if we can. You're unsieging that for me. Thank you very much. We have Tunisians. That is a big stack. That is a big old stack right there. Now, we are heavily outnumbered, but I'm going to go and see what happens. We'll probably get defeated. Actually, no. We've got much higher base morale, and they've got no leader. Although we did just roll a 0 against an 8. So that didn't really help much. And they're still rolling constant 7s and 8s. There we go. Well, at least we did win the battle. It hurt our manpower a little bit, but not too much of an issue. Right, we've got their capital now. Excellent. Looks like we need to move down here and prepare for something. Right, let's go ahead and start trying to grab the rest of these provinces where we can. Particularly the ones where we actually need them. Your army's caught them down there. That's interesting. Now, we are heading in there. But that is a long journey. Right, let's, can we get up here? Sort of took a little bit of a wrong turn. Looks like we might actually catch them there, to be honest. And we have indeed. Now, we do have a pretty major terrain penalty there, but at the same time, much better base morale. So the battle goes easily our way. Should we go and siege out another one of your forts? Right, how are things going down here? Let's go ahead and... I think we can afford to split this army up a little at the moment. Because there don't seem to be many units down here that can really cause a problem. And we're losing a little bit of money because, of course, we are reinforcing, so that's fine. Lots of pop-ups. They're trying to take their capital back. We've already got that one. You move into there. And as you're the leader with some siege, you're going to go and move in and take Muscat. At least then we'll have claims, we'll have occupation on all of the provinces that we need. Now, it doesn't mean to say that we're actually going to get them given to us. Let's go ahead and start trying to... Actually, you're making progress on taking the... Oh, we've got to go the long way round anyway. So we'll go and give this army a bit of a kicking. They're actually breaking their siege. Looks like we might catch some of them. You've engaged them there. Again, we've got that terrain penalty, which is pretty nasty, but we do have higher base morale. Got the same discipline and organisation. I'm going to try and chase you off. And let's just go ahead and build a supply depot there. It is slightly more defensible. Right, how are things going down here? Let's just try and get as much of a siege on these guys as possible. We need this to fall first before we can do anything else. I don't know where their army went. I don't think they're sieging out anything of mine. I can't see where they are. Right, you do have a rather large army marching around up here, which causes me some concern, I'll be honest. Right, are we doing all of the coring? You need to get cored, and then we will... Some of the other stuff will be instant. Okay, so things are going fairly well. Right, Yas are now out. Yas will be forced to give Corsair 10% of their income. So we weren't given any of the provinces, which is a shame. On the plus side, nobody else took them either. So I don't mind that too much. We do have a truce, unfortunately. Although, are you allied with Yemen still? No. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We can take an idea. Now then, how are we on tech? We're actually good. And manpower recovery speed is really, really sought after right now. So let's go ahead and take that. So I'm not going to get what I actually wanted from this war, which is a bit of a shame. So I think we will just try and stay out of it a little bit. We're going to go and catch that army there, so let's... That should go our way very quickly. I'm surprised it's taking as long as it has. We'll go and try and take this fort over here. Right, you guys can group back up. Oh, that's nice. And just go back to doing drill for now. Rebel factions are all seem good. You guys can now go back to drill as well. So there is a little bit more of Tunis we could take. There's 2 Gerts. You are actually being integrated, which is fine. The Ottomans are still in that nasty alliance chain, which I don't like. You guys are now moving up and trying to siege my stuff out up there, which I'm not particularly happy about. I'm quite surprised that we don't just hurry up and win this war. Why are people constantly breaking their sieges down here? Just stay with something until you've taken it. Right, let's go ahead and move up here. March through our own lands. Military access from Yemen. They're at war with Yas. Going to decline. Because I actually want stuff from Yas. Now then, Yemen. Do I still have a truce with you? I do. To December 1580. So only to the end of this year. And we can still get rid of some of this overextension. Yemen's opinions of the Mamluks go down, but we gain more trade power. That's fine. I'm going to go and attack the Mamluks, Yemen again soon, so that's not a big issue. I fully intend to do something against the Ottomans by the end of this campaign, but I just really need to wait to be in a better position. Either way, I am going to end the current video here, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as the Mamluks. Once again, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter, William Luke, for sponsoring this video with his generous donation, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.